Holy cow. We getting ready. I got money here. We call it left. It's left. You know his body is. It's left.
I think for Mike Tyson, he's going to be very frustrated. He will want to lay a shot on him to get rid of him. But unfortunately, you slow down Father Time gets the better of us all.
As the anticipated showdown between Floyd Mayweather and Mike Tyson draws nearer, both icons are fully immersed in preparation. Despite being 59 years old, Tyson continues to show unwavering commitment, maintaining an intense focus on his training regimen.
You're good. You're in the perfect time, you're in the perfect place now. Where's Mike? Put everything together. So mentally, physically, we're excited, man. Excited. If the fight was next Saturday, you will be ready for it. So we talk about Roy. Roy was 4 years ago. Today, Mike is much better than he was when he fought.
At the same time, 48-year-old Floyd Mayweather Jr. remains deeply committed to his preparation, working consistently to maintain the sharp timing, defensive mastery, and quickness that have defined his career. According to Mike Tyson's trainer, Rafael Cordero, the former champion continues to perform at a remarkable level. Even at 59, Tyson is said to remain sharp, powering through demanding workouts, sparring sessions, and conditioning drills with notable strength and concentration.
Strong. Mike's just different. I've worked with some very exceptional athletes throughout my life, and they're all remarkable in their own way, but Mike's just a whole different animal.
What we doing?
We'll do one more set. Get 12 reps. It's the heaviest we've gone on this. So just focus on perfect form for 12 reps.
233 today. Contact for 230.
12 is all we need.
I'm over the 225, 228 up.
Lean mean.
Big
Lean
chest.
mean.
1. There we go. 2, 3, 4. Good work. 8. 4 more. 9, 10. 2 more, Mike. 11 and 12.
Meanwhile, Floyd Mayweather Jr. has begun his own preparations for the bout with Mike Tyson, working the mitts and displaying the quick hands and sharp reflexes that have long been central to his style. Although the matchup has created plenty of buzz, it has also sparked debate. Wade Plemons expressed disappointment, suggesting it's troubling to watch iconic figures return to competition at this stage primarily for financial reasons, describing the event as driven by profit rather than sport.
Exhibition ending thing, right? Where they both get their hands raised, no one gets touched, any sort of violence or anything, and we leave going, yeah, that was super embarrassing. I just either wasted my money or wasted my time. But hey, good for Mike and Floyd that they got paid. You know what I mean? Like, they're asking us to watch a boxing match. We're going to go watch some sort of attempt to perform, but it won't be anything close to what we want. So yeah, man, I just think it's sad. I think it's embarrassing for Floyd mainly that he needs to keep doing this, and maybe a little bit for Mike. I feel more bad for Mike than anything. I feel a little bit more embarrassed for Floyd after flexing all that money for years and years to have to come back, and the tax man needs his 20 mil and the debt collectors need their 50 mil. And now he's in a lawsuit with Showtime because it's clearly becoming a financial issue with Floyd. That's an embarrassing thing for him, but maybe the same with Mike. It's just more sad. Like, you look at Mike like, damn, dude, this is what we have to do.
Former world champion Johnny Nelson also weighed in on the planned exhibition between Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Mike Tyson. He centered his analysis on the physical contrast between them, pointing to the noticeable gap in size and hand speed, and raising questions about how those differences might affect the flow of the contest or whether modified guidelines would need to be in place. Nelson also voiced skepticism about the idea of tightly controlled conditions, suggesting that neither Mayweather nor Tyson is likely to strictly follow any predetermined structure once they are in the ring.
This is an argument that's going to be held out in public.
How's this going to work, though? Because there's such a big disparity in size. As you said, there's going to be a huge difference in speed as well. Are there going to have to be some special rules in place for this fight?
Well, if there are rules, nobody's going to stick to them. I don't believe in a million years Floyd Mayweather is going to stick to any script that's been written in regards to this exhibition. And I don't think Mike will either. I don't think, if there's anything scripted, allegedly, they said with Mike and Jake Paul, I don't think whatever's written down, there's going to be anybody sticking to the rules, because this is beyond what we see on TV. This is beyond this is personal. These two guys worked together previously and still do probably.
Nelson further stated that the contest carries a more personal tone than an ordinary exhibition, referring to the background shared by both fighters and the absence of positive exchanges between them. He also addressed the age element, noting that Tyson has previously competed against younger opponents, including Jake Paul, and acknowledging the challenge of performing at a high level beyond one's athletic peak. According to Nelson, the mix of age, experience, and competitive instincts from both men makes the exhibition difficult to predict. He emphasized that this matchup stands out because it brings together legacy, shared history, and individual ability, making it as much about strategy and spectacle as about boxing itself.
Even though I think when it comes to a fan's favourite, I'm quite sure most of the fans would love to see Mike Tyson put Floyd in his place. And that's probably what will be the attraction as well. But you've got to remember, Mike Tyson's 59 years old. You've got to remember, Floyd Mayweather is still hitting the bag in the gym. He's still moving around, even though he's 48 years old. So you've got to remember that. So you're going to buy into it, no matter how disgusting you think this fight is, no matter what complaints you have about it, you're going to buy into it because you're going to see an argument played out in real life, real time.
Yeah, but can you understand, though, why a lot of fight fans don't want to see this? They don't want to see two guys who are past their best, two great champions, go out and fight each other and maybe tarnish their career in some way.
Completely. But you've got to remember, these guys are individuals, their fathers, their brothers, or whatever, and they still want to earn a massive chunk of money. Where's Mike Tyson? Whatever they're getting paid.
A number of analysts, including voices such as Wade Plemons, have referenced recent court actions and financial issues involving Floyd Mayweather Jr. to suggest that his scheduled exhibition with Mike Tyson may be influenced more by revenue considerations than by legacy. Mayweather has initiated a substantial lawsuit in California targeting Showtime Networks Incorporated and former Showtime Sports executive Steven Espinoza. In the complaint, he contends that they were connected to an extended financial arrangement that resulted in a large share of his fight income being unaccounted for. The filing states that roughly $340 million tied to major events, including his high-profile matchups with Manny Pacquiao and Conor McGregor, was allegedly redirected into accounts outside his authority, accompanied by documentation he describes as misleading and records he claims were inaccessible. The legal action includes allegations of breach of fiduciary responsibility, fraud, and unjust enrichment, with Mayweather seeking repayment of the disputed sums along with additional damages. Observers argue that this courtroom dispute, combined with his ongoing involvement in lucrative exhibition events, indicates that financial considerations may be playing a significant role in shaping his post-retirement decisions rather than competition alone.
It made no sense how he looked coming up to the Jake Paul fight. He had abs again, which was crazy at 58, turning 59, man. If I have a portion of that still left at that age, then fair play to him. But yeah, man, this is sad. I don't have really any other words other than just this is disappointing. It speaks to the real problem in single athlete sports and really all sports. If you're mismanaging your money, and listen, there's a lot of money in boxing right now. And there was a lot of money in boxing when Mike Tyson was great, and there was a lot of money in boxing when Floyd was great. But if you don't have the right people around you, if you have people you can't trust, and it shows how scummy this business has been for a very long time. The Don King robbery of Mike Tyson. Apparently, allegedly, Floyd is saying Showtime and Al Heyman have done the same to him. We'll see how true that is. But if you're out here mismanaging your money, or people are mismanaging and stealing your money.
At the same time, a different group of commentators has taken a more sympathetic stance on exhibition bouts featuring seasoned fighters. In their view, seeking substantial paydays later in life should not be criticized, especially when the athletes have spent decades committing themselves to the sport and have earned the ability to benefit from the reputations they built. From this angle, a showcase event involving figures such as Mike Tyson and Floyd Mayweather Jr. is not interpreted as a last resort, but rather as a sensible and acceptable avenue for generating income long after their peak competitive years. Supporters of this perspective point out that extended careers in boxing bring physical limitations and financial responsibilities, making it reasonable for veterans to explore opportunities that help maintain stability after retirement.
Let them get their money. They're going to make a lot of money. Mike Tyson makes the money to give to his kids. Floyd makes the money to show us, right? Let them make their money. Why not? It's an exhibition style. They got history. They don't like each other. They are two of the biggest imposing figures in boxing history. Mike Tyson, Floyd Mayweather, and Muhammad Ali. Right? So they're going to make a lot of money. A lot of people going to tune in and they're going to watch it. They don't like each other. So even though it's an exhibition style, you best believe it's not going to count against their actual record, but it's a real fight. And Mike Tyson is not going to hold back no punches like he did with Jake Paul, and Floyd Mayweather ain't going to hold back no punches.
Taking part in prominent exhibition matches allows veteran fighters to turn their reputation, expertise, and remaining abilities into significant earnings, all while staying connected to fans and the sport they devoted their lives to. From this viewpoint, choosing to fight in these events reflects careful career planning and personal agency, framing the decision as strategic rather than desperate. Many observers regard these bouts as both a showcase of lasting skill and a practical acknowledgement of the challenges athletes encounter as they move beyond their prime competitive years.
Against Mike Tyson, you could believe that. This is going to be a real fight. Once it's exhibition style, so it won't count against their box rec, and it's not sanctioned by a commission or any of that or that. But you best believe they're gonna want to. So they're gonna make a lot of money, and it's gonna be entertaining because they don't like each other. There's bad blood. They're gonna let them fly, and neither one of them wants to go home saying they lost to the other one. Mike Tyson has been, making passes at trying to, he wanted to hit Floyd at the WBC convention. Remember that famous epic moment where he walks up past Floyd and he's receiving his belt and he just flinches at Floyd and Floyd don't budge. You're just looking at him, right? Mike Tyson always say he a scared little man walking around with all the security. They don't like each other. It's bad blood.
Joe Rogan weighed in on the upcoming exhibition between Mike Tyson and Floyd Mayweather Jr., noting the unusual nature of the matchup. He highlighted that the two legends don't share a friendly relationship and predicted both would likely aim for a knockout, adding to the unpredictability. Rogan described the fight as strange, suggesting it is motivated more by financial gain than by competitive ambition. At this stage in their careers, he argued, the bout seems designed as a payday rather than a quest for legacy or athletic achievement. His commentary frames the event as a mix of rivalry, strategy, and spectacle, with money as the primary driving force.
It's kind of, I mean,
it's weird.
I don't want Jake to assume that they're not, it's not like a real scrap. It's not real.
Really? So they're not trying to knock each other out?
No.
Well, Mike Tyson and Floyd Mayweather don't like each other. They have not liked each other forever. Tyson and Mayweather. Yes.
But they like
Mike
money.
Tyson and Mayweather don't like each other. If there's a fight that might be real, like where Mike Tyson might say, I'm going to knock this motherfucker out, or I'm going to try to knock this motherfucker out. Floyd? They wouldn't fight. Yeah, because if you look at like the Jake Paul fight, no disrespect, and if you look at the Roy Jones fight, no disrespect. Yeah. They look like they were sparring.
Yeah.
Right? It looked like there was agreements made.
Yeah.
He's still in shape. He's still fit.
They're both old as This is the boxing.
How old is Mayweather?
67.
Dude, Bernard
49?
Hopkins. Bernard Hopkins was
49.
still at the best in the world at 50.
Yep.
I mean, that's incredible.
That doesn't mean shit, though. With this. Because he was active fighting contenders.
Kentucky's got Gomez on the ground.
You're talking about two retired guys.
Yeah.
Fighting the
That's so
exhibition.
It's just
weird.
money grabs.
It's
just,
so weird.
Yeah, it is weird. It's money grabs. I don't like it, but it's fun. You know, it's something to watch.
I'll hate on it, but I'll tune in.
Yeah, I'll tune in. It's, you know, but it's not really fun.
Tony Jeff offered his take on the upcoming exhibition between Mike Tyson and Floyd Mayweather Jr., drawing parallels to Tyson's previous fight against Jake Paul. He explained that leading up to the Tyson-Paul bout, there was widespread doubt about whether Tyson still had the power and skill to land a knockout. Tyson's intense training and public statements about his readiness helped reassure fans and analysts of his potential. Jeff contrasts this with Mayweather's style, noting that throughout his career, Floyd has been strategic about when to engage, often waiting for opponents to expose vulnerabilities before making his move.
Mike Tyson fought Jake Paul, that was the same, but back then we didn't know what was going to happen with that fight, because it was like, has Mike Tyson still got a little bit to be able to knock out Jake Paul? And we didn't know what to expect, because Mike was putting work in the build-up to that fight, talking about how he's going to destroy Jake Paul, so we kind of believed that. But now, Money Mayweather is doing what he's done throughout his full career. He's waited for the guy to box and then see what they're like, and then it's like, oh yeah, I'll be able to beat him. I mean, remember when Floyd fought Manny Pacquiao? Like, he waited until Manny got knocked spark out from Marquez, and then he was like, yeah, now's my time to fight him. I just don't believe that Floyd would have fought Mike Tyson if Mike Tyson didn't fight Jake Paul. But Floyd seen that Mike Tyson couldn't hardly walk to the ring. When he got to the ring, he couldn't move around. Jake Paul was running circles around him. And that being said, I'm a huge Mike Tyson fan, like huge, but we see what Floyd's doing here. He's like...
Jeff referenced Mayweather's approach to the Manny Pacquiao fight, noting that Floyd waited until Pacquiao had suffered a significant loss to Juan Manuel Marquez before agreeing to the matchup. He suggests that Mayweather probably wouldn't have accepted a fight with Tyson if he hadn't observed Tyson's performance against Jake Paul, where Tyson appeared less mobile while Paul moved freely around the ring. Jeff highlights that the two legends are motivated differently. Tyson is largely driven by financial gain, while Mayweather consistently seizes opportunities to earn millions, a strategy that has been a hallmark of his career.
The people like me and you if you're a fighter, but for someone like Floyd Mayweather and Mike Tyson, they earned absolutely millions of dollars for like me and you if you're a fighter. So we've got to make as much money as we can while we can, and then get out of the sport. But with these two, they're multi-millionaires. And I want to get into the tail of the tape and talk about exactly the records and all of that stuff with it. But first, I just want to say, like, I believe that these are doing this for different things. Mike Tyson is doing it purely for the money. Purely for the money. Floyd is doing it for the money as well. But also, I believe Floyd's doing it for that limelight. You've seen the numbers that Mike Tyson, Jake Paul got, and I think this is the most viewed fight of all time, Mike Tyson, Jake Paul. I might be wrong in saying that, but I'm sure it was. It was hosted on Netflix, and Floyd's been one in the past with his ego that he wants to just, you know, be in that line.
A key point drawing attention to the Tyson versus Mayweather exhibition is the age of both fighters. Mike Tyson will be 59, while Floyd Mayweather Jr. is 48, creating a notable age difference and prompting discussions about stamina, speed, and overall physical performance at this stage of their careers.
Seem to be, though, is less so a fight promotion and more so rights holders. They hold the global rights to HBO World Championship Boxing and a number of other Comcast events. Basically, their business is they lease out the rights for footage to old fights to different networks or entities. So it is a bit weird to see them involved in a fight which I would have to assume the cost would be close to 9 figures to stage. It's just honestly puzzling, but seeing there's apparently more information about broadcast partnerships to come, I guess we'll see soon who else is involved. But bottom line, why is this happening?
Both fighters have kept themselves in remarkable shape. Tyson still shows strength and resilience, while Mayweather maintains his trademark speed and precise technique. But it's clear neither is at the peak level of their prime years. This matchup presents a rare situation where two legendary athletes, long past their competitive prime, step into the ring together. Experts point out that age changes the way the fight unfolds, making strategy, experience, and careful pacing more important than ever. The bout functions as a display of lasting skill, while also highlighting the physical limits that come with age. Beyond just competition, the fight carries elements of spectacle. Training commitment is evident from both sides, yet differences in age, size, and speed, combined with the financial stakes, make the event unpredictable and symbolic rather than a typical athletic contest. Critics label it a payday, while supporters see it as a legitimate opportunity for the fighters to capitalize on decades of hard work. Regardless, fans can anticipate dramatic moments.
His last outing with Paul has set the groundwork to show just how big an exhibition fight can truly be. Now, exhibitions are a thing we've seen throughout the history of boxing. It's nothing new. Even the great Ali ended up in odd exhibitions for big paydays. Yet what Paul Tyson showed is you can take a fighter like Tyson, who doesn't have much left to give, and whip up a promotion to make the public believe he's back in his prime, and as a result do some of the biggest numbers seen in the last decade. The quality of the fight itself doesn't matter because, hey, you're already watching. And at a guess, that's exactly what they're gonna try to do here. In the press release, they didn't really talk about how great of a fight it's gonna be, rather how robust their promotional campaign will be, with weekly premium storytelling, which of course probably will do numbers. And they didn't just choose Tyson and Mayweather because they're two
That wraps up today's video. Stay connected for more updates, and we'll catch you next time.